So anyway, the combine, which I'm convinced, your greatest testament that the league is full of dudes who just don't feel like hanging out with their wives. Like
let's all go to Indianapolis in the end of February.
The season just ended, right? Like it's not like it's been all summer long or something like that.
The Super Bowl was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they were all there too.
Yeah, they were all there. We just had a big industry party for a week.
In a much better location.
And so now it's been 3 weeks. We haven't been able to work for 50 hours a week. Let's all go to St. Elmo's in Indianapolis.
But you know what I think part of it is, though? I do think that part of it is that for the combine, the tier 2 people, the people that do not get the Super Bowl plug,
right.
This is their party.
This is their VIP event.
This is Old Navy Super Bowl.
Got it.
Of the Super Bowl hierarchy, right? But anyway, they're there.
Seeing a lot of Men's Warehouse at these events.
There we go, right? And that's where everybody gets together and they get to talking and like the groundwork for the personnel moves down the line start happening. And Ryan sent me something, and granted, it's from an aggregator account, but it's still worthwhile. And it makes this point. I'm going to read it. What was it? Ari Merlov, if that's a person. I have no idea. Anyway, this. There is a potential scenario this offseason where up to 5 veteran quarterbacks with guaranteed money already in 2026 could be released, and as a result, their next contract with the new team could be for the minimum. Tua Tagovailoa, $54 million guaranteed. Kyler Murray, $36.8 million guaranteed. Geno Smith, $18.5 million guaranteed. Kirk Cousins, $10 million guaranteed. Justin Fields, $10 million guaranteed. Okay, I have 2 thoughts on this. Number one, apparently nobody in the NFL has ever heard the song "It's Cheaper to Keep Her." Now, I know Tua would be offended if he heard that I was calling him a her. But it's a metaphor, young man, okay? The whole point of these guarantees and the way they do this is we gonna work this out, right? Like there's some security in the idea this didn't work. Go, okay, all right, well, look, we kind of stuck with each other. We gonna have to work this out. We can't afford to quit this. We gonna work this out. I don't care what we've been saying about Tua and everything else. We are paying him $54. We already got quarterback in the refrigerator. We're not going out to eat when we got food that's been paid, not a little bit, by the way, right? Like we have steak at the house. There is a porterhouse that I have taken out of the freezer. Like, that's your quarterback, right?
Doesn't look like it.
I mean, okay. That's all I got. You're not really trying to win. You can't be. You got $54 million cap hole on. Okay.
I think Tua's combined dead money cap number is $99 million.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? Right? Like, if you see a quarterback worth drafting, go ahead and do it. But your options are, you tell me if I'm wrong here, Tua Tagovailoa, Malik Willis, or another quarterback whose previous team felt the same way about them as you feel about the one that you're about to get rid of. I don't know, man. That sounds like Tua to me. It could be, right? Kyler Murray, $37 million guaranteed. I'm just going to throw this out here, okay? I've looked at the stats. When did Kyler Murray become terrible? Because I don't really see that.
Like, he's had a few very good years.
Yeah.
He tore the ACL a few years ago.
Yeah.
And last year he just had this mysterious mystery injury.
Yes. And they decided they didn't want to play him anymore.
Correct.
Look, man, we have seen evidence of this. And lots of us have been told this. His soft skills are poor.
Clearly.
What I mean by that, for those who don't understand, is people don't like him. Okay? He comported himself in such a way that the team felt like they had to put a video game clause in his contract, basically. Okay? I still think the team was wrong for that, and they set themselves up for unnecessary scrutiny because ultimately you were still going to sign them, so it didn't really matter. But the truth is, it did happen, and they didn't just pull that out of the air, and his side didn't feel like they could get it out of the deal.
Right.
Okay? He does not play well with others. But I'm looking at him on a list with like Kirk Cousins, who got one leg and is 38, 9 years old.
And is just as likely to be in a booth next year as QB.
Which it looks like he'll be pretty good at.
Yes, better than he is at QBing.
Yeah, and Justin Fields, and we all thought it would go different.
Right.
It just hasn't.
It did not.
Like, they're gonna go there. Geno Smith, I don't really know what to do with because he was on a terrible team and just felt like it was YOLO time. Whatever, any little blip I saw him on the red zone channel, it was him just saying "fuck it."
The combo of Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, and Pete Carroll's son as the offensive line coach, seemed to have really broken Geno.
Yeah, it was bad news. But I'm looking. But all of this combined, all these guys we're looking at, to me, Kyler Murray is like a different player than any of these guys that we talked about here. Like if you're Minnesota and the Steelers, in fact, that's what they need to do up there. And is sausage party now an inappropriate term?
I think you get one. I would.
Okay, so last week sausage party was my limit on.
I was saying the one 30 seconds ago was your one. But
wow, I didn't know I had already done it. Okay. Anyway. If you ever
We're
been
among
to
friends here.
Yeah, but if you ever been to a sausage party, the kind of thing you never know when an impromptu wrestling match might break out, right? Just like two dudes who decide, hey, it's just a bunch of dudes around here who wants to wrestle, right? Like in a dorm or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that.
Is that a two America situation or a one America situation?
No. I think it's a one America situation. Like, I don't mean, in this case, I don't mean like it's a sausage party. Like, you get there and the ladies ain't showed up yet, right? Where they're supposed to be ladies free before 11, but apparently nobody told them. And then you just look around the ratio was all off. I don't mean that kind. I mean this more like it's a bunch of dudes in a dorm or at a sleepaway camp or something like that.
Or Vegas for the first weekend of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. And so invariably some roughhousing comes up when you have this sort of thing happen. Anyway, I bring that up to say, I don't know who the new general manager is in Minnesota, but whoever it is, shouldn't him and Omar Khan have to like wrestle at some bar and the winner gets Kyler Murray?
That would be more interesting to watch than the actual combine.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, let's be clear. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Just so you
GM
know.
fights? Yeah. For sure.
If you're telling me that you just watched the combine in case a GM fight breaks out, hey, okay, I see you. But no, like if you're one of these teams that needs a quarterback, that would be, and you're telling me he's available? Like I'm looking at Arizona, like what are you gonna do? Are they gonna bring Brissett back again?
I mean, Brissett drafting someone, they seem to be potentially.
Who they gonna draft? Well, I don't even know if we got one quarterback in this draft.
This is my favorite part of the combine too, is people convincing themselves they like mediocre quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
We're there.
He did a great job throwing against the Ghost Man. Like, you ain't see the Ghost Man? The Ghost Man had his hand right there, and he just dropped it right over the Ghost Man, and he made the catch. No, like, I'm looking at every scenario here, and it blows my mind that we're talking about Kyler Murray. Like, he has been put in the maybe he could have a Sam Darnold-like resurrection. Kyler Murray should come find you, stand on a phone book, and slap you in the face for saying that. Like, he's in a completely, he has never been where Sam Darnold was.
Not even close.
Not even close. But I feel like that's the way we talk about him. The talent is still there. He's 28. He'll only be like Speedy Gonzalez fast, a road runner but for so long, right? Like we recognize that. And of course, there's the size part. I'm not saying there are no negatives. And for Minnesota, I understand the real issue is y'all got to have at least one quarterback somebody likes. Like, can you imagine what it would be like to be Kevin O'Connell, who clearly can't stand J.J. McCarthy?
And he's clearly not the only one.
Right. But then you also give him Kyler Murray?
Look, if you're the quarterback, whisper, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
figure it out.
Let me ask you this. Well, it's more rhetorical, but for anybody, I would assume right now that people think that Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than Kyler Murray. By how much and why exactly? You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, you wouldn't have dreamed of saying that. I just don't see this Kyler Murray has fallen off completely thing.
Would you rather have Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield?
Ooh, that is interesting because they're both starting quarterbacks.
Would you rather have Kyler Murray or Bryce Young?
Kyler Murray, not even close.
Would you rather have Kyler Murray or Jalen Hurts?
I would rather have Kyler Murray.
Would you rather have Kyler Murray or Brock Purdy?
Ooh, okay. I would rather have Kyler Murray, but I can't confidently say he's better than Brock Purdy. And that's because this Brock, even if I can acknowledge he's better than I ever thought he would be, that'll mean I want him.
Would you rather have Kyler Murray or Bo Nix?
Kyler Murray. You know what? I think the way to play this game is where it gets fun is if we plugged Kyler Murray into some of those situations that we're talking about. For example, if Kyler Murray were the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, how much different do you think the results would be? If Kyler Murray were the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, how much different would the results be?
I think if Kyler Murray were the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, we'd have a happy A.J. Brown.
Brother, I think that you and I have been working together a little too long because I was about to say the exact. Oh, no. I love the fact that you had it. I was going to say the exact same thing. That I bet you A.J. Brown wishes Kyler Murray was the quarterback of the Eagles.
Yeah.
I bet he badly wishes that was the case. Ooh, what do we do with C.J. Stroud? I was just about to.
C.J. Stroud's a hard one.
The Kyler Murray game is fun. Now that we're here playing it, this is a good time.
Do you think they'd have a similar situation? Do you think they'd be just as good if you flip-flopped Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray?
No, I think Dak Prescott is better than him. I think that Dak Prescott is better. Better than
I do too. I think that is like my exact. Like once you get past like 12,
anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, and this is if he's available, I think the league is going to jump on. I think all we've been talking is about to whittle away and go away because if you're telling me that if I don't get Kyler Murray, I gotta go get Tua. Or 35-year-old Geno, if he's 35.
Or the corpse of Aaron Rodgers.
Or $30 million a year to Malik Willis. And by the way, somebody's going to do it, and I think there's a good chance it could work out. We are far removed from watching Malik Willis be abject.
For sure.
We are way past that. I would not want it to be my $30 million, but I will be happy for when he receives it.